this is coming out later than I wanted it to. In fact, I debated for a while whether I should even make this video, but I still feel like a few things here need to be said. Spoilers can be a tricky subject to deal with. Some people get excited hearing new details about a TV show or a movie that they're looking forward to, but other people think it's more fun to be surprised. Personally, I try to avoid spoilers, but it also depends on how invested I am in the thing that's being talked about. For instance, I recently saw Captain America: The Winter Soldier, and one of the mysteries that the movie tries to build up is the identity of the Winter Soldier himself. Now, I found out who the Winter Soldier was years ago after watching Captain America: The First Avenger, and then listening to someone talk about what happens to certain characters in the comics. I've never read any of the Captain America comics, and although I enjoyed The First Avenger, I didn't think it was quite interesting enough to be too concerned about hearing other story details. It's the same reason I don't really care that much about hearing spoilers for the new Godzilla movie. I haven't seen it yet, though I still want to, but big shocker, apparently it plays out exactly like a Godzilla movie. I mean, every reviewer puts up a spoiler warning, but if you know anything about how Godzilla movies work, then everything they say is basically the rough equivalent of going, hey, you know that new Star Wars movie? There might be lightsabers in it. But getting back to Captain America, my attitude changed a lot with The Winter Soldier, and I'm still debating whether it might be my new favorite Marvel movie. Incidentally, the trend among reviews for this movie seems to be that you can't really say too much because nearly everything is a spoiler, and I understand what they mean by that now. This is definitely the kind of movie that you want to be surprised by. As for my own reviews, I often include spoilers, but most of my reviews focus on TV shows like My Little Pony, and for the most part it's safe to assume that the people watching those reviews are already fans of the show, and so they've already seen the episodes that I'm talking about. Sometimes I do unfortunately forget to put up a spoiler warning when I'm talking about fan fiction because I'm still in the pony mindset, and it slips my mind that the fan fiction isn't as widely consumed as the show itself. Though I do try to correct oversights like that when I catch them. But as for the show, I generally don't think it spoils very much to talk about something after it's aired, considering how quickly this fandom picks up on everything. Whenever a new episode comes on, I've already learned well enough by now that when I turn on my computer, I watch the episode immediately before doing anything else. But still keeping in mind how quickly the fandom moves, it can be really difficult separating the fans who get excited hearing about stuff early from the fans who like to wait and be surprised. I've already expressed my disappointment in how the Hub handled the season 3 finale. In the actual episode, the ending is treated like a big reveal, but thanks to the Hub's advertising and the resulting fan reaction, most people already knew what was going to happen weeks in advance. Now, frankly, My Little Pony isn't really the kind of thing that gets ruined by spoilers, but still, it is something that I feel more invested in, and that was not a cool thing to do. As I've said in previous videos, I still love Magical Mystery Cure, but I probably would have loved it even more if it had been a surprise. And I imagine that enthusiasm would have come through in my review. That's what makes it even worse when something I feel invested in gets spoiled early. Not only does it diminish my enthusiasm for the episode, it makes my reviews less enjoyable too. In fact, after the incident with Season 3 and then everyone asking what I thought about the Season 4 animatics, I specifically made a Q&A video saying that I didn't want spoilers during Season 4. So now we find ourselves at the end of another season. Surprisingly enough, the Hub apparently learned its lesson, only giving just a hint in order to make it interesting. And online, all the artists that I watched weren't saying or drawing anything that might have given it away either. I almost made it to the finale without getting spoiled. Then I started getting comments and private messages from people asking me what I thought about it. The big surprise. The thing that even the Hub was being careful not to reveal. And I just don't know what to say. I'm not even talking about haters or trolls. I don't care what they think. But when I see my fans doing this, I don't want to believe it because I know my fans are awesome. I know some of you guys were just getting excited, but I tried to make it clear that I was avoiding spoilers, and it sucks that this happened. I didn't watch the animatics. I didn't watch any preview material. Well, except for the new Equestria Girls movie. I did watch the preview clips for that, but that's because the last movie wasn't that great, so now I'm looking for any sign that the new one's going to be better. I already like the show. I want the show to surprise me, but the movie has to fucking prove itself to me. The point is, I know there are different points of view, and it's all very situational, but in this particular case, I asked for no spoilers. I wanted to save my excitement for when the episode aired so I could put even more energy into my video. I know I'm repeating myself, but god damn it, maybe I have to. And the worst part is, I don't know how I'm going to avoid this in future seasons, short of taking myself out of the fandom entirely and ignoring everyone, but I don't want to do that with all the amazing people in this community. I mean, on any given day, you might find fan art that looks like this. By the way, this picture is by Atril. I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. Please, go and support him because, damn, just look at the everything in this picture. Do you really think I want to leave? Hell no, I'm not going anywhere. I just wish I could also enjoy the show as much as I possibly could. I'll get back to making reviews very soon, but in the meantime, please understand that I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.